Hey, so check this out, man. This is a sad motherfucking video. A brother named Robert Brooks, man. Like, real talk. We black people, we need to actually stand and say something and keep this conversation going and not let this shit die off. All right, like we let everything else die off, right? We need to make sure this shit get more noise than George Floyd. Even though George Floyd, you feel me? Yeah, he died, but at the same time, the people that promoted that shit wasn't even of our people. They be trying to promote, they try to use a lot of propaganda to promote bullshit, right? Fuck the LGBT and the BLM movements, right? We need to focus on strictly black people, you know, as Israelites, right? Now, this brother named Robert Brooks, right? He's an inmate. He's handcuffed to a medical bed, you know, inside of a facility, hospital facility, right? Check this out, man, because you're gonna see nothing but demons surrounded by devils, man. And you know, pretty sure that they said the brother was fatally beating me, meaning he's dead, right? So rest in peace, Robert Brooks. Check this out. Yeah, they is stumping him out. All right, they stumping him out. This is going on in New York City. All right. They said the video is showing them repeatedly striking him in the face and also in the groin. Right? Look at this dude. They some devils, man. I'm trying to tell you. Look at these devils.
I do not take light.
So this is another brother, man, right? He's a former inmate, right? And he's talking about the, you know, prison guard attacks, right? This goes around all the country. This no just going with the prison guards. This also goes on with the, you know, the police in the streets, right?
2016, a busload of COs came into the correctional facility, Mid-State Correctional Facility, into the dorm 4H and assaulted numerous inmates in a horrible, brutal fashion. It's really one of those events that you don't want to remember, but how could you forget it?
So they was being insulted in brutal fashion, right? You know, that shit traumatizing.
I got lower back injury that turned out to be diagnosed as a partial herniated disc. Went through several bouts of physical therapy in the following years. And really always looking over your shoulder, not being able to trust who was out there. A lot of the officers that were in that facility transferred to other facilities. So always concerned that if they spot you, that they might cause trouble for you in other facilities. So that's always a mental burden, and all kinds of forms of retaliation happen, not just physical, but just mental games, denials of things you might need, those type of things going on.
All right, so the shit diabolical. The shit is diabolical, all right? Like, they really have a disdain and a disgust for our people. All right, I'm not just talking about the police, man. I'm talking about white people, right? White tea people, to be exact, right? They harm us in the streets. They lock us up in the cages, right? They rat line the hood, right? They take families away from each other, right? They up the prices on medication when they're the ones who give out the diseases, right? This is why I say, all right, we need to come together. I don't just say that. My brothers say that, right? Not just my brothers, my niggas, right? The Bible say that shit, right? Y'all niggas need to come together, right? And we need to be in the common ground. It's that common ground. It is our culture, our spirituality. It's the laws of the Bible, right? Because all that is set in stone for us as a guidance tool for our people, right? It tells us about the blessings and the curses, our enemies, right? Our brothers, our sisters. It tells you about our kingdom. You know that we supposed to have rulership, but we in hell right now. So when you see that brother being tortured, right? Robert Brooke being tortured, that's a part of us being in hell. Because that can happen to any of us, right? Especially if you're not keeping the statute laws and commandments of the Bible that gives you protection against devils like that, right? So this is Purge night, but check this out. This is Lamentations 4:18. It says, they hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets, right? Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. So our end is already here. You feel me? They hunt our steps where, they got bounty hunters. Before they had slave catchers. You feel me? Like real talk. Now they got AI technology, facial recognition, right? That's why, the brother that was just speaking about prison guards attacking inmates, right? A lot of them have PTSD over that because they don't know what's going to happen to them when they're going to certain places because on how they move these damn devils around, right? To different prisons and institutions, and a lot of them become a correctional officer so they can get qualified to be a police officer, right? So when they out in them streets, they don't know who's gonna bump them up. These cops have fucking ways they can look your entire information up on their dashboard. They can click your first name, your last name, the city you was born, your age, and they will narrow you down to a few people, and they will find where you at. Even when they try to say they can't use their systems like that. Bullshit. Let's talk about that, right? Then we go to verse 19. It says, our persecutors, all right, because these white people are persecutors. They persecute us, right? They said they are swifter than the eagles. It's not a motherfucking coincidence if you shoot down a bald eagle, right? You can get a motherfucking, I believe, life in jail, right? Because that's the symbol of America, right? That's the symbol of Rome. That's the symbol of Greece, right? And it says, of the heavens, because eagles be soaring in the sky. Then it says they persuade us upon the mountain. They pursued us upon the mountains. They pursue us from the cities to the countries to the mountains to the rivers. You feel me? Man, let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. Then it says they lay wait for us in the wilderness. So they go out their mind. It shows about their perpetual hatred. They hate us so much, they will go to the wilderness, to the depths of hell to find you, right? And it says the breath of our nostrils and the breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord, was taken in the pits. What's some pits? The jails, the graves, right? And it says, also in the ghettos, whom we said under his shadow, we shall live among the heathen. What's the heathen, right? It's the majority, because they call us the minority, right? The heathens are the ones that enslaved us and put us within their society and tamed us, right? And conditioned us, right? To move how they want us to move, right? Look at the Willie Lynch letters, right? On how to make a slave, right? This is what they do when they catch you, right? But with that being said, this is Chief Asa, K.O.Y, Two True Judah. Hey, all praise to the Most High. Shalom. Y'all endure.